This week, our 6 designers are in upmarket Harrogate, which oozes sophistication and refinement. A bit like me. With 3 posh shops to make over and judges to impress, expectations have never been higher. So no lowering the tone this week. Sophistication is a must. Welcome to Interior Design Masters. 10 aspiring designers competing for one life-changing contract to transform a top cocktail bar. Last time...
Look at this!
This is glorious.
The designers tackled contrasting briefs in luxury hotel rooms.
Well, that's a bold statement, isn't it?
Tom couldn't find his way.
I'm just lost.
Peter's space was just too sparse.
I have a plain white room. Totally intentional.
But it was Joanne's maximalist mishap.
When I rush, things get sloppy.
And Charlotte's room without a view.
She's facing a wall with nothing on it. There was one design decision that just compromised the whole of the room.
It's okay.
That saw 2 people leave the competition. It's week 4 and 6 designers remain. Hello.
Hi.
At this halfway point in the competition.
How's everyone after last week? Shook.
Only Jack and Rye have avoided Michelle's sofa.
I almost feel like maybe I should just go on the sofa to sort of break the chain and then I can relax a bit more as long as I don't go home.
I am feeling like I am going to come out fighting, guys. The standard now is super high. There is already no room for error.
Hi, guys. Another week, another design challenge. Now, listen, you've got this far. As a designer, what have you learned about yourself?
To have more confidence.
To have more confidence. Yeah. What about you, Monica?
Oh, I'm still learning how to read time. It's just not coming.
Have you got a watch? No. maybe get like a watch or a clock or something. Just putting that out there. Now, I've got a secret. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're working in teams.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Wow. You're giving away a secret, Sally.
Yeah. You know what I'm like with my loose lips.
Naughty. So round 4, as expected, I am upping the ante once again because I want to test your skills in the world of high street retail. Oh, yes. So we are off to the beautiful spa town of Harrogate in North Yorkshire, where there are 3 shops awaiting a makeover.
Shops.
This week, the designers will be heading to upmarket Harrogate. Here, 3 independent shops, a sheepskin store, a fashion store and a ladies' shoe shop are all crying out for a full facelift to help entice shoppers through the door.
You're going to be working in 2s with 1 shop for each pair. Now, retail is tricky. You are competing with the online world. So customer experience is absolutely crucial. So you'll be invited to pitch individually, but the shop owners are going to choose who they want to lead their project.
Jack, you'll be working with Rye, and you're in the ladies' shoe shop.
Oh, okay.
Tammy, you'll be paired with Tom in the sheepskin shop. And that, of course, leaves Peter and Monica in the fashion shop.
This will be interesting. Yep. We'll do it.
And at the end of the competition, the weakest designers will be on the sofa in Michelle's office, and one of you will be going home. Good luck.
Thank
you. All right, Tom, we've got to smash it out the
We
park.
have to do some serious thinking.
Yeah.
Ladies' shoes. Never worn them, but... Oh, I have. Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Why is Shops Week so tricky?
I think it's because there are so many things to juggle, because you've got the needs of the customer, but also the desires of the shop owner.
And I always think Shops Weeks is really personal as well, because a lot of these shop owners, it's a family-run business.
This is where design absolutely meets kind of commerce and livelihoods.
And you've got to remember, all the owners are from Yorkshire and they're very straight-talking. They say what they like and they like what they bloody well say.
Oh, Alan.
Oh, it's like I had Sean Bean inside me. In need of a fresh new look to lure the high-end shopper to their footwear store, owner Daniel and his head buyer Tori.
My store started 30 years ago and I've been selling shoes and bags and accessories ever since.
The footwear we sell, there's always a nod to the glam, so we'd like the space to reflect that. The shoes are the star of the show, simple as that, but we'd quite like to see what you guys can come up with creatively.
With the coveted role of lead designer to be won, first to pitch, Rye.
So I know that you have quite large panels of windows, so I've tried to divide them up to showcase each sort of aspect of the stock that you sell. I've gone for a dark navy rich palette, just to give it that bit more sophistication.
I think that rich navy is beautiful.
Within the store, I've got sort of an off-white, sagey green, and then like a rich navy, shall we say.
I love the colours. I think they're really gorgeous.
I love the colours.
Next to share his plans, Jack.
I've gone more with like mustards and like richer tones, building bespoke focal points where you'll keep products with the paneling.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
The one that we'd like to lead is...
Is Rye.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
We loved the fact that you were really focused on the window. But I think, Jack, just the creative ideas to showcase the product, we would love that to be, you know, a key part of the design as well.
Yeah, we can totally collab on this and fulfill everything that you've asked for.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Absolutely terrified. There's added pressure and it's making me like feel a bit ugh.
Rye is very refined. I'm a bit more intricate and luxury. So it'll be interesting if we can kind of like merge the two.
Next, Tom and Tammy, who are pitching to owners of the sheepskin store, husband and wife duo Tim and Dominique.
It's a family business that's been going 40 years.
And your best sellers, would you say?
Slippers, slippers, slippers. Lots of
slippers.
Clearly there must be some issues.
We've got a tucked back corner at the back end and it's guiding people down to that.
Up first, Tammy.
I'm looking at rust as your shop front colour because I think it's not in your face, but I think it's distinct enough to get
Stand
people
out.
through the door.
Yeah, I do love that colour.
This is where I think it might be controversial. At the moment, you have 70 styles of slipper. You have every single style out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder whether we could streamline them a little bit.
Yeah.
Next, it's Tom's turn to try and impress.
I would do a whole rug wall. So all the rugs are on pulleys, and it's the first thing you touch when you walk in is all these rugs that you just want to smush your face into. And then down here, I was doing the bespoke service. There would be like a seating area maybe down here with, you know, a beautiful rug behind it. It's a premium bespoke service, and therefore you're putting them into a beautiful setting to make them spend some money.
Sounds good. Thank you both for starters. We really enjoyed that. We would like you to be the lead, please, Tom.
Fabulous, thank you.
No problem.
But Tammy, the colour of the front of the building that you had just looked amazing.
You've got a dream
Thank
team
you
here.
so much. We had a really good conversation, and they chose me.
Tom's lead designer. I can only give my ideas and give my input, but ultimately it's a matter for him whether he takes it.
Hi, okay.
Lastly, Monica and Peter are pitching to high-end fashion shop owner Steve.
We've been there about 8 years. Our store's pretty contemporary, but we're only using it during the daytime. We're still paying all the rent, so we want to, in the evening, turn it into night out, where we want to put on events, music, art. I really want to push the envelope.
First to pitch, Monica.
I do want minimal, and I wanted to inject only a few of the colors. During the day, you display your clothing, but also on the back of these boards, you can display art. I would like to create multifunctional storage boxes on caster wheels. I know your best sellers are the socks and the hats, so I wanted to make almost like a feature out of that and have this impactful light feature.
Really like it. Lovely.
Thank you.
Up next, visual merchandiser Peter.
You want your customers to kind of linger in the shop a little more. So I wanted to introduce a table. This is a main focal wall as you walk in. That's where I wanted to really kind of put your big brand logo. And then you could switch a light on, and if it's glowing orange, it'll create this like atmosphere of the kind of darker club.
The presentations were fantastic, really. The ideas of Peter's that I really, really loved was the owl logo on the wall. But this time, Peter, I'm going to go with Monica. It was the window idea that sold it to me.
Well done, Mum.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've never pitched any idea to anyone, and the fact that I am now the lead designer, I think it blew my mind a little bit.
Pitch is done. Time to transform the shops.
It's so beautiful around
I
here.
know. It's a bit posh. I feel a little bit out of place here.
Oh, Tom.
It's nice.
It is nice.
With a budget of £3,000,
Okay. It's actually smaller than what I thought.
the designers have just 2 days
Lots to build and lots to paint this week.
Yeah.
to give these tired shops
So we're going to get rid of those.
Yeah.
a fresh new look.
We're going to get rid of these.
I think we're going to do some amazing stuff in here.
I'm really excited.
But before they can start the makeover, they have to clear the shop floor.
Ew.
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 This is something that I haven't included in our time frames.
And to help the designers turn their plans into a reality, they each have a team of skilled tradespeople to assist them.
Morning.
At the ladies' shoe shop,
I'm lead designer on this side, feeling the pressure.
Rye is trying to fuse minimalism with luxury.
The downstairs is a bit more me, and then Jack's focusing a bit more on the back.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce quite rich colours, make it more like of a Harrogate feel. I don't think I understand women's footwear, but hopefully I can design a women's footwear store.
Rye's design starts with the exterior, repainted in a rich Oxford blue with the logo sprayed in complementary gold. The window area will feature a variety of custom boxes with stock displayed on top and clothes rails on the reverse. Inside will be a wash with more dark navy, vintage wood tables to display shoes with white stools and repurposed shelves that will sit alongside antique display units. In the back, a unique kissing chair will be surrounded by a fitted panel wall that will showcase luxury handbags.
Do I like painting? No.
There's a lot of painting to do. There's also a lot of building to do. It's such a huge task. You've got the owners to impress, you've got Michelle to impress. You're also trying to lead the whole operation. So there's just a lot of elements to it that are just a bit overwhelming, yeah.
At the fashion store,
These are the caster wheels. They are heavy duty and they are very large.
Monica is starting work on her multi-purpose storage.
The whole idea of these boxes is that they are movable. It is such a big piece of the whole design that if this doesn't come through, then almost the whole thing collapses.
It will mostly take me days to do all the cutting as well, but we'll get there.
I'm quite concerned that the amount of carpentry that I'm doing, it is a lot.
To deliver a space that can transform into an evening venue, Monica has designed OSB display cabinets that convert into tables. Sticking with the Scandi vibe, raw plywood boards will display clothes in the window. A black floor and slice of green across the central wall will add drama. At the till, Monica is creating a grid feature decorated with foliage and light bulbs that will display the shop's best sellers. And in the back, a slatted partition wall doubles as a clothes hanger, which stands alongside Peter's quirky chairs.
So what we're doing now is we're marking up the area that's going to be that splash of colour. I'm not going full-on party colours here. That's all right. It's pure minimalism. That is so out of my comfort zone, and it's very scary.
At the sheepskin shop,
Do you want the detailing black?
it's a far cry from minimalism.
Wow, look at that.
She's like a fierce redhead on a night out.
Tammy is going bold with paint.
Well, the aim is to get it to stand out.
That little bit that does that in black.
The archy bit.
The arch in black.
I love working with Tom. The irony is we're both very different designers. Tom is very refined and sophisticated, darling. And I'm like, what bright colour can I use? Let's make a circus.
Well, it'll get noticed.
Yeah, well, yes, it will.
With the bright orange going up, Tom's now using a big saw to make some small pegs.
We've got about 500 of these to make, so it's all hands on deck.
A rust orange exterior will create impact on the high street. Inside, Tom's aesthetic is rustic yet sophisticated with a Nordic feel. 2 central tables will showcase carefully curated stock. Rugs will be displayed along the walls using a clever pulley system. They'll be using untreated wood for the shoe pegs set against a brown wall, and the back room will be transformed into a consultation space painted in a deep apricot to echo the frontage.
Super excited about the design because I think it's going to be a complete transformation for this shop. Yeah, very excited to work with Tammy. There's a few things that we haven't decided on yet, and we left those to decide when we got into the space. I hope we do clash. Oh, I hope there's like World War III in this shop at some stage. It'll be great fun.
Seems like I need to head to the boutiques of Harrogate to keep an eye on the designers. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Howdy, Peter. What you doing with the rootin' tootin' saddle?
Hey, Alan. How's it going?
Great. What the hell is this?
You mean you haven't seen this before?
I haven't seen it before. I haven't.
No.
And you designed this as well?
Yeah, it's kind of a take on a saddle and a horse, like an old gym horse. It's a seat.
You sit on this?
You sit on it.
Oh.
You'll be the first one.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
You've done that before, Alan, haven't
Yeah,
you?
oh, yes. Howdy, boys! Why is there a saddle in a clothing shop?
Our shop owner has a real appreciation for art, so I wanted to bring in his own kind of art into the store. It's just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, we can have a bit of fun. What's it like for you being an assistant?
Monica's given me complete free rein, obviously.
Oh, no, look, I'm actually cutting saddle saw. Can I get off?
She has taken on board some of my wackier ideas.
Yeah, well, I'll leave you to your saddle. And like they say in the Westerns, this portable tent isn't big enough for the both of us. So I'm gonna go and have a cuppa.
See ya.
Monica's given Peter his own zone in the shop, and he's filled it with avant-garde furniture. I wonder, is it gonna feel out of place with everything else that's in the store?
At the ladies' shoe shop,
That's what we're building. Wayne's building.
Jack is pushing ahead with his handbag shelf.
I am most excited about adding some texture.
From there, find the middle point.
And then yeah. I'm prioritising more on the back, which is going to be a bit more intimate, a bit more of that sort of English private members club.
I mean, I quite like this pattern. I don't know about you.
And Rye is wrangling with how best to display the shop's clothes.
I don't know what it is about this week, but there's just something that is just niggling at me, and I feel a sense of dread. Yeah. I've done them at $3.50. I do have a fabulous teammate, Jack. I'm really leaning on him this week, which I feel really bad for being, like, lead designer, but I just feel very right now. I can't seem to get rid of the hoof.
At the sheepskin shop,
I think if we're doing all this detail black, it should still be black.
having discovered white beneath the stickers, Tom's had a change of heart about the colour for the shop's logo.
But you'll see this, it will really pop
Yeah,
out.
but black will pop against the orange.
Going from black to white.
It's your call. I would like to say on record, I do not personally like it.
You don't?
No.
Tom and I, we can just be blunt with each other, which is important because it's open communication.
I don't like it.
She don't like it. There's certain things I don't like. It's a personal design preference, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
While Tom and Tammy clash over colour, I'd better check what's afoot at the ladies' shoe shop.
Right.
Well, hello.
How's it all going?
It's going all right. So. I'm not feeling it today.
Why?
I don't know, I feel like I've lost my pizzazz.
Have you tried star jumps? That's always gets my juices flowing.
I haven't tried it yet.
Honestly, try it. Come on,
my
Ryan,
God.
come on, try
Star
it.
jumping.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
take on the world. I could paint the Sistine Chapel now, I think.
Yeah, you think?
Well, maybe not. I've
No,
got indigestion.
I mean, you
I've
can
had
grab a paintbrush and help.
quite a few scones this morning.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. So, you're lead designer.
I've let Jack sort of focus more on the back of the store, which is a bit more rich and sophisticated.
You liar. Stick him at the back, all his ideas at the back where
Back
you
of
can't
the
see them.
store.
Yeah, back a bit, Jack. No, right in the car park.
I'm confident that we're going to pull it off.
You are? OK.
Yeah.
You're just having a bit of a down day.
I am having a blip. I'll be fine, I'll spring back.
Keep up the good work, my love. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you very much, Alan.
Bye-bye.
I'll keep up the star jumps.
Rye's lost his mojo, but he's meant to be team leader and taking control. Is Jack backseat driving this design?
Down the road.
Because you are very busy with this, me and Peter decided that this grid we can actually build ourselves. Peter, you're still on board, right?
Yeah.
Because the carpenters have so much to do with her storage boxes, Monica is building the till feature herself.
Measure twice, drill once.
And she's roped in Peter to help.
I feel like that saying doesn't exist in Poland. I have never heard it before. I wish I did.
You could put them on and then measure your lines and see how you wanted to grade it.
Comparing to all of that big build, I thought that doing the grid on the spot in the shop is going to be easy, but it wasn't.
It's hard to calculate. I think wing them
It
up
is.
initially.
The stairs are throwing me off, and that's where my calculations
It's going to take too long. I know Monica has time management issues, so I really want to play my role as a team member that supports the lead designer. So I want to be able to help her when I'm finished.
I know I took longer than I wanted. That is my mistake, and I'm owning it. I should have been better prepared for it.
One more push.
Taking white shelves out, bringing blue shelves back.
It's halfway through day one.
Chairs going here. Boom. Rugs are happening here. Boom.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
No.
At the ladies' shoe shop,
Up to you.
Rye and Jack are removing the old lettering before respraying. But a local resident is standing in the way.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Come on.
Stop moving. Shall I pass her down to you?
Yeah, go on. Collect her.
I'm collecting. Come on, Mr. Pigeon.
Oh my God, you just picked a bird up. Oh, handled like a true...
The mum's like, this way, this way.
Is the D off yet?
It's almost off.
Almost off.
While Jack and Rye remove the rest of their foul letters, at the sheepskin store...
Jamie's not sure about the brown paint, are you, babes?
I don't like it.
She don't like it. She's not afraid to let us know.
Tame is also ruffling a few feathers.
I like the colour. I don't like the colour for this room.
So there. I'm doing a sort of brown thing, which I'm a bit worried about because Michelle didn't like my grey wall, so I hope she likes my brown wall.
I can't see where it fits.
For me, that brown works really beautifully with the orange outside. What I want you to do is say, I love it, and I want to do it. But if you don't love it, I think I'm still going to do it.
I think that I can't stand it. All I can do is state my opinion. He is lead designer, and he would take that responsibility if that became an issue later on down the line.
It's sometimes hard to hear in the moment, but I think it's really important to have all the opinions.
I think it looks like a poo-poo, but I think you love it, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
While Tammy dumps on Tom's colour choice over at the fashion store...
So it's going that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
The installation of the partition wall is causing a hold-up.
We were supposed to start painting the floor around 10 minutes ago.
Fiddly's trying to get it in, and
Yeah.
I'm just aware if you want to paint the floor.
We know when we want the floor to be painted, so we work around it and make sure we leave ourselves enough time. Basically, at this point, you have to put it today.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll
you-
get it in as quick as I can now.
Yeah.
As Monica cracks the whip with her team, I better see how Tom and Tammy are getting along.
Tammy!
Oh, hello, Alan.
What are you doing up there?
Peeling signs.
Oh, well, come on down. I'm getting a crick neck.
Yes.
I'll have to have a neck brace by the end of this conversation. Oh, Tammy. So tell us about the front. The letters have changed colour, haven't they?
They have. They were supposed to be black, you know, black door, black letters, and then Tom discovered the white.
Yeah.
And now they're white.
Oh, OK.
Stalemate.
How are you coping being Tom's assistant?
We're both stubborn pains in the butts, so it works really well.
Yeah, okay. I suppose it does.
And he doesn't take offence when I say I hate it. And he goes, well, I love it, so we'll have it anyway. And I go, all right, boss. And that's that.
Well, I'll let you get back up your ladder. See you later,
Thanks,
love.
Alan.
Bye-bye.
With Monica's partition wall finally finished, the floor can be painted. But there's a problem.
Monica?
Yeah?
Sorry, we're just about to start doing this floor paint, and we've noticed it's polyurethane based. It says a minimum drying time of 16 hours. We've actually got 12.
Okay.
So there is a chance that it might not be dry, in time for the morning when we come back in again. We'll give it a go anyway. And,
Yeah, let's do this then. So I really didn't realize that this is not the right paint.
Come on.
And it's just too late now to change. I can't leave this floor like this right now.
Okay.
I don't know, hopefully it will work. And if it doesn't work, then I don't know. I don't know.
Let's do a bit here as well, why not?
As day one draws to a close,
Look at all this industry.
the designers are working tirelessly.
Just blinging it up a little bit, making it a bit more class. Rye's lead designer, so I'm like following Rye's more neutral tones, and we're trying to keep this happy medium. I just worry that there's not like enough drama. I just really want the two to work.
I think it's gonna look amazing, but I just feel like some sort of disconnect with it. I see Jack and he's just in his element and he's like, bing, and I'm like, why do I not feel like this?
But it is what it is.
It's what it is. I'm trying to shake it off. Maybe a good night's sleep will do me well. I need a shower.
You do.
Thank you. Let's go.
Honestly, everything that we've done today, I'm happy with. Let's go to sleep. Let's tackle another day.
Yeah.
Another day. But the floor. The floor. The floor, the floor, the floor. I know there's so much to do tomorrow. No one can predict. It's about the weather, the heat, the paint gods. I don't know. It's not up to me anymore.
Cool.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Another day.
It's the final day in Harrogate.
I actually think the orange complements the street.
I'm liking the vibe.
In just 24 hours, the judges arrive to cast an expert eye over their designs.
Love it. Looks really class.
At the fashion store,
Wow.
all eyes are on the floor.
I'm gonna touch it.
Are you going to touch it?
Yeah.
Does it feel tacky?
No.
No? Morning, guys.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
How's it looking?
It's dry to
You
touch.
didn't stick to it?
No, I didn't stick to it.
Could we give it at least another 2 hours so it's got a chance to cure?
Although it's touch dry, they can't work inside till it's fully cured. So they'll have to focus their efforts outside the shop first. Down the road,
The biggest priority at the moment is the window boxes. On the front face, we'll have paneling on them. On the back of them, some of them will have shelving.
Rye is firing ahead with the boxes for his shop window.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yesterday was yesterday. It's a new day. So this one here is one of the smaller ones, just as a reference for you guys. So we've got 2 of those, 1 large one, and then 2 medium long ones.
I mean, look at that, it's beautiful.
Round the corner,
This is the colour of my dog's beard. He has a ginger beard too.
Tom and Tammy are dressing their consultation area.
I'll see if the boss is happy with that.
Oh, yeah. We all know I love to hang stuff. I think it should be a tiny bit higher.
Okay.
This week, however, it was Tom's suggestion to do a hanging rug wall. I'm secretly glad so that I get plausible deniability. Tom's nailed it, yeah. I'm very happy about it.
At the fashion store, with the floor still drying,
I only learned how to knit a few days ago. My wee mum showed me.
Peter's outside working on another eccentric item.
I'm knitting like an abstract jumper for a chair that I'm bringing into the shop. I just thought it would be a quirky, kind of fun play on clothing.
Meanwhile, Monica
Hiya.
is keen to find out if her storage is on schedule.
How long do you think it took you to build that one?
It's roughly about another 4 hours, 5 hours to get
Okay,
the
but we
others
have
done.
that time.
And the others are more complicated with the insert
Yes, okay.
things as well, so
Fine.
they'll take longer.
No, you're not a very positive person, are you, Pierce? You're not saying anything
I'm
positive here.
realistic rather than...
Yeah, I know. Okay, if we push, it's doable. I
I'm
guess.
pushing.
I'm not gonna push anymore. I'm thinking I actually really need to access the shop. I just need to attach those buttons in situ. I might just have to do it all in socks. Enjoy your knitting. I'm so jealous.
Sorry.
Up the road, while Rye is still upcycling the shelves.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. I think I got a bit excited with the brush, hang on.
Jack is trying to add a touch of glamour to the steps.
I'm trying to gold leaf with PVA glue because the adhesive, which you're meant to use, didn't get here in time. I've never done this before. It's really fiddly. You have to be like so gentle and like no clammy fingers. But I'm like a really sweaty person. Mr. Clam Bags.
In the fashion shop,
I'm not actually leaving any marks, and it feels dry. I'm not sticking to it.
with the floor now painted, Monica is taking steps to reattach her till feature.
Just really, I'm so stressed about this floor. This week's challenge, I did so many calculations around the OSB boards and everything, and this is something I do struggle a little bit with, and the time management on top of that. Part of the reason I struggle with all of this and the added pressure is because I actually have ADHD. When you have ADHD, it's kind of like your brain is like a butterfly brain. That's how they describe it. And this is not great if you have a very tight time frame. As someone who struggles with to-do lists and like managing my own time, I doubt myself too much. And someone who's a leader shouldn't doubt themselves too much. At this point, I'm not gonna lie, I am very stressed that I will run out of time. I don't know if we're gonna be finished.
At the women's shoe shop,
As you can see, it looks pants. There's an issue.
Well, okay.
Shall I fetch it off and then we can spray it?
Yeah, just do that.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
My first experience with gold leaf has not gone to plan.
while Jack scrapes back all his hard work, I fancy getting hands-on myself.
Tom!
Hello!
Hello! How are you getting any work done? Don't you just want to stroke these all day?
Feel that one.
Oh, this is so nice.
So gorgeous. We are putting all the sheepskins front and centre, loud and proud. You walk in the door, you're going to be attacked by them.
So how are you working with Tammy then? Is it good?
Dreadful. Oh, Alan. I mean, she's a strong, opinionated woman.
Yes.
That's appreciated.
That's good.
And we're working through it.
And Tammy knows what she wants.
Yes, and she's vocalising that, and I'm taking all of those opinions on board, and we collectively are coming up with the best decision for the shop.
Have you nicked the idea from Tammy, those trapeze things with the rugs over? Because that's her thing. That's her trademark. She says she's going to sue you.
It's being inspired by somebody's work. You inspire me every day.
Oh, really? Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Flattery gets you everywhere. I'm happy with your answer. Bye.
Down the road.
Now I've finished knitting the little chunks, I've just started applying them to the chair.
While Peter puts the finishing touches to one of his eccentric items,
I wanted to give him something of his own that feels like a piece of art.
Monica is nearly done with her till feature, so it's time to take a peek.
Monica!
Hey, Alan.
How are you, my love?
Oh, wait, stop, 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 stop! You have to take your shoes off.
I haven't trodden in dog's muck.
No, please take your shoes off. It's the floor. It's still curing. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Do I have to walk like this? Can I put my whole foot down? I don't know, what do I have
It's
to walk?
okay, come here.
I don't know, I'm walking like this. So tell us about the floor, then.
I bought oil-based paint instead of water-based paint.
Oh.
Tears have been shed, but honestly, I've moved on and I am now trying to work on something else.
With your trellis. I love your trellis.
I like the word grid. It's a display grid
Okay.
for socks.
For socks?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Right, then, well, listen, chin up. Come on, love, you can do this, okay?
Yes, yes,
Can I get my shoes now?
As you walk out.
Yeah, all right then, okay.
Thank you.
Is that fine now? Happy now, yes?
Yes.
Right, thank you. I'm off now.
Okie dokie.
I can't be bothered to put them on. Bye.
Bye.
And I'm not the only one who has to tread carefully.
Guys, how many times? Nothing on the Danish oil table. You got one job. Nothing on my table.
At the sheepskin shop,
The warmth and affection that oozes out of me is just unstoppable.
Tammy is putting the finishing touches to one of her 2 central tables.
So we brought this wood from a salvage yard. This is a Danish oil, and it just helps bring out the grain and protect the wood. You can just reapply it when it starts to sort of wear off.
Up the road, with the painting all done, Rye and Jack are hauling in a large, funny-shaped chair.
Come on, boys, that's it.
I better offer my services.
That's it. Do you want a hand?
Yeah, go on.
Do you want a hand? Let me know if you need anything lifting. No? Oh, too late. So what's this called, then?
A kissing chair.
A kissing chair. Can I sit on it?
Yeah.
Oh, so what's the thinking behind this, then?
Well, I just imagine like 2 girlfriends or 2 friends, like one on that one, trying shoes on.
And then they start getting off with each other.
And then they start, having a snog.
Well, why not? I love this shop already. Now, Rye, has your mood lifted because you had a face like a slap baby's bum? You got your mojo back.
I got my mojo back. I was doing star jumps the rest of the evening, and I'm back to it, baby. I'm back to it.
OK, well, wonderful. Listen, I'll leave you to put your best foot forward.
Oh.
That's like a shoe joke.
Yeah, it's good.
Bye.
At the fashion store, with the floor paint finally dry, work can start again inside the shop.
What's happening with the tables for them?
But Monica's multi-purpose storage boxes are missing a crucial feature.
The tables are of great importance because if I don't have them, actually I didn't create a multifunctional space.
I know Monica had her calculations pre-done, which was, to save time, but I just know there's been a few questions and things that have arisen, so, yeah, it's not as smooth as I thought. How's the storage? Fill me with confidence.
No, I have none. None left.
You've no what?
No confidence left.
I haven't seen any of the kind of functions that they should have that kind of transition us from day to night, which was a massive part of the brief.
I'm doing everything as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do everything that I wanted to do.
Hopefully that goes in by the end of today. They need to, so hopefully.
At the women's shoe shop, with the stairs sprayed, the panelling done and the shelves all painted, merchandising is underway.
I'm stocking the shelves. Stocking the shelves.
Rye and Jack are trying to step into the mind of their customer.
Well happy with the display unit. I think it looks expensive.
Someone might come in and they might be like, oh my gosh, this is really cool, I love this, but I wish they had it in another colour. Oh my gosh, they've got it in sage green. Sold. This is what ladies think about. Maybe. Who knows?
Tom, give me attention.
At the sheepskin store,
No.
Tom,
No.
don't make me beg.
No.
a soft furnishings debate is raging.
That's too big.
Yeah,
heavy.
but then the minute someone goes to take one...
I don't think they will take it on you because they'll
Yes,
be like...
they will. No, that's the wrong order. So that one should go here.
It's literally where I was
No,
putting
you
it.
were going to have the other colour on top. It was purple next. No, I don't want 2 fluffies on fluffies. I can get you a different one of this.
OK.
Let me have the swing, Tom. I've let you have brown wool.
It's your swing, babes.
Thanks. I appreciate
your
you.
swing.
Ridiculousness.
It's the final push for the designers.
Love that.
Time is running out.
The last and the final coat on these shelves, and they're done.
That's good.
The shops are just moments away from being scrutinised.
Get that broom.
Ready to cast their expert eye over the designs, the judges.
Oh, you can see why Harrogate is so popular.
Standing alongside Michelle this week is retail space entrepreneur Ross Bailey.
So, Ross, here we are in Harrogate, where there are a wealth of independent shops and boutiques.
We talk about the death of the high street, and this is a high street that's thriving.
For the independent store today, it's about getting me to buy things I didn't know I wanted. And I need to be persuaded. There's a lot of seduction that's involved today.
Look, we live in a world where you can buy everything and anything. And I think why we go to a store is because we want to buy something that someone's telling us this is worth it. This has been edited down by the person who owns it. These small stores are someone's passion, someone's livelihood.
They've all got kind of a family history. They're intensely local. There's kind of Yorkshire pride in there as well. It's whether they can really get under the skin of that person.
First to be judged is the sheepskin store.
You go low, I'll go high.
And they've got a mountain of stock to display.
Shoes, shoes, shoes. Ladies' shoes, handbags. Go high. Go high.
I love it the most when Tom refolds my blankets. Sometimes I fold them purposefully a little bit bad.
It's the small things, the little details. Do some drilling over here. I think we've smashed it. I think it looks really great. Loving it. Come on, let's go.
Please.
Harrogate, good night.
It's been a pleasure, darling.
I am happy with the job we've done. I think the space has been transformed. In my opinion, unrecognisable from what it was. And now it feels like a really beautiful luxury shop that's family run, that has a beautiful atmosphere, and you just want to go in and touch things.
We've absolutely hit the brief the clients gave us. Traditional meets sophisticated. I think we've given them a beautiful space. I just worry that Michelle will say there's not enough wow.
I mean, I like it. I like the colouring outside.
I really do. I mean, that's got standout impact and instant stop you in your tracks.
Yeah, it's a colour that stands out.
I like the white against the orange. I think that's really strong and striking. Well, first impressions is definitely this is one coherent design, and we had two very different designers here, which I imagine they both have really strong principles and ideas, so that is first off a big tick.
Do you know what, to me, Michelle, it feels warm. I love how they've brought the colour from the shop in, but with slightly different shades. I think that there feels like a journey. This feels like a store.
Love this. That's just really kind of fun and so tactile. You want to get up and touch everything that's made of sheepskin, don't you?
It's the little items they've used here to merchandise things, the trays. I think it's really well done.
But it is also about the materials they've used, replacing the metal pegs with wood pegs, bringing that out in that kind of brown colour. Really effective. But I'll tell you one thing I think is really successful. I am really drawn to go over here. I like that really clear signage as well. It just makes it so clear. Oh, they've made a real kind of cosy corner down here. This is where you get your kind of bespoke stuff made.
I feel relaxed, and it feels like if you were going to have a conversation about a bespoke service, that all of the materials around you to discuss. I think all of these little touches are what make it feel like it is by a professional team.
Yeah, well, onwards.
At the fashion store...
Hey, Peter.
Hey.
Just wanted to check in with you. We have 40 minutes left.
40, OK.
Box is finally done. Peter's big logo moment is going up.
Grenade flip. No power to it. Oh, yes!
When I seen my O drop and smash on the ground, I think my heart smashed with it, but I'm super happy that I had a second one that I had as a tabletop.
You definitely got that. Yeah, definitely got that.
We were able to kind of do the switcheroo.
Drama resolved. Time to stock the shop.
With these magnets, they're very strong, so it holds with the layer of clothing in between.
Sorry.
I forgot about them.
Oh, tight fit.
Well done. Well done.
Well done. Well done. I'm out of breath. Let's go. Let's have a drink. Oh,
Yeah.
don't drink.
I don't
I'll
care.
have a drink. I'll have two for you and for me.
I hope Michelle's gonna like it. I hope that she will understand the idea behind everything. And I hope that it is enough.
It's another good, strong colour for a frontage.
Yeah, and again, it stands out. I also love what they've done with the windows. They're framing each individual product.
Definitely feels very contemporary. I do love how they picked out the O of the owl in the orange as well. I think that's a kind of little punchy move. It is inviting us in, shall we?
I think the way that they've used the colour and then they've sort of done this diagonal that goes into the back space, it just feels really contemporary, and I'm obsessed with this floor. I think the darkness and the richness of it all the way to the back is so minimal, but it works.
This space has to work really hard because they want it to be a kind of an event and performance space in the evening. So I'm imagining that's why these are all on wheels.
I think these are amazing, just how they're merchandising the product. And the fact that they turn round and then they turn into tables for the evening, I think that's great.
There's a cute little detail as well, that the orange wheels, then they reference the round top of the table, which is also orange, which again leads us back to the logo, which is just a lovely little kind of narrative.
I don't know what they're doing here. This is a shop that's selling stuff that's £650, and this looks like it's in a bad brunch place.
I might have been able to kind of forgive it without the fairy lights, without the faux ivy.
It just doesn't go with anything in the store, and to me it seems a shame.
Maybe let's go on.
I love how they've put this in the middle of the room. It does create a feature.
It's actually a very clever and very graphic way to display clothes. I am still, though, craving a seat, a comfy seat that isn't that. That I'm ranking alongside the garden trellis. I'm not sure what's going on there at all. I like that one. That one can go in the cupboard.
I feel like it just doesn't feel like somewhere you want to sit and relax and chill.
At the shoe shop...
And then little bits of product here and there.
Rye's trying to get the perfect position for his window boxes.
So it's almost just like a boo 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 boo.
Can't see in the shop.
Tell him.
Right, can't see the shop.
But that's the whole point. So you want little glimpses through.
Getting into the psychology of the client and their clientele.
A little bit that way. Needs more height.
Happy?
Very nice. You did it, Jack.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I'm very, very happy with the finished look. I feel like this is mine and Jack's best work yet. It just feels like it's worked really cohesively together. Yeah, I'm really, really happy.
I've got to say, I do like the colour outside. I like how they've changed the lettering. It stands out.
This big mustard box right in the middle. It feels a little bit large, isn't it?
It feels like a wall and a barrier to the store versus something that's inviting me in.
Oh, it is a massive transformation.
Huge.
Which I think has been pulled off really successfully. I love the shelving. I think that's been pimped quite brilliantly. It completely transforms it. I like the colours as well against the lovely sagey green. But I feel completely drawn to the back of the shop because that just feels really kind of quite glamorous. But it makes me want to walk right past all of this, and yet I know that I shouldn't, because like this looks like this is where the majority of the stock is.
A lot of this feels like there's been less thought on the merchandising. I'm not as invited as I would have been in the other stores to look at the product. And there's something to me that feels like the shop's been designed by two men, that this isn't something that they love, and therefore the shoes are taking a backseat in their design.
See, this area instantly feels more successful to me. Maybe it's because it's a smaller scale, but I've got a seat, I've got some colour, I've got a rug, I've got some softness. I think I've also got that what I call filigree detail with the panelling on the wall here. So there's something that feels coherent and considered here.
When you look at how these bags are on little shelves with lighting, there's something about it that makes the product speak and feel like it's got a price to it.
So there's so many little things that I think they've got right, but there's some quite big things that I'd really like to find out a lot more about.
Before the designers head back to Michelle's design studio...
Oh, wow.
The owners get to see their shops transformed.
I love that. God, it feels so different. Oh, genius and so easy to do. Great.
Oh, my goodness. So beautiful. I just love the way the handbags are displayed.
Wow. I'm blown away. It looks brilliant. They've really filled it. And the way they've hung the rugs off the ropes, they're nice. The way that the products are displayed, it feels really inviting. Tom and Tammy have nailed it with that.
Back in Brighton.
Hello.
Tammy.
At the design studio.
Hi, guys.
It's time to find out which designers are safe and who is at risk of heading home.
You're looking gorgeous, Rye.
Oh, thank you.
You are.
How are you all feeling?
This week felt different.
Yeah.
It was a double-edged sword, so you had to give your client what they wanted, but also think about what Michelle might be interested in.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ellen.
How you feeling?
Yeah.
Shops week. It's tough, though, isn't it?
It's a hard brief.
Right, well, let me put you out of your misery, because I'm sure you all want to know what the judges thought, OK? So here we go. The judges felt all 3 shops showed huge transformation, but there was one team that displayed a united approach, creating a design with cohesion and a warm feel. Congratulations, Tom and Tammy, you're through to next week.
Good job, guys. I'm actually genuinely over the moon. I was super happy with our space.
I'm very proud of what we did. We've both raised each other up, and I think we've both learned something from each other.
Well done.
Good job. You know, we can be blunt and honest with each other, and there's never any hard feelings.
Well done. So that means Rye and Jack, Monica and Peter. Michelle would like to see you in her office, and sadly, one of you will be going home. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So why did you pick these 4? Let's talk about Rye. What did he do wrong?
I think with the shoe shop in general, I felt like they hadn't really worked together as a team. It felt like the shoes were a second thought.
OK, because Jack was the one who brought in the kissing chair. Who doesn't like a kissing chair?
Everyone likes a kissing chair.
Yeah. But the back of the shop felt great. It felt intimate. The way that the shelving was done with the lighting, it felt like the product was important, whereas the front just didn't feel that way.
So let's move on to Monica and Peter. Will you be having a sock trellis in your homes?
I think that the trellis you do not expect to see in a shop selling items at such a high price point. It had no part of the story, right? It didn't really make sense. But I think that the store overall was really well done. I loved the dark flooring. I loved the minimalism. I loved how smart they'd been in the way that they created those sort of items that you moved around and it became a table.
That back area, I felt, should have had more warmth. Give me a sofa, something to sit on while I'm watching my trendy mates try their new togs on.
There was a saddle to sit on.
I saw the saddle. I was not sitting on the saddle.
Why not?
Let's just not go there. Ryan, Jack, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're thrilled to be here. Finally, I get to chat with you.
Yes.
So shops, pretty hard, huh? Talking to you as teams, Ryan, Jack, I'll start with you two. How did you get into the head of your customer?
I mean, I was asking my mum, to be honest, like, what kind of shoes do you like? Like, how do you like to shop shoes?
I mean, arguably, I am in that demographic. And yet, I didn't feel like my shop.
I mean, I struggled on the first day, I'll be honest. I found it hard to get into the mindset and get into that feeling, and I was struggling to connect with it. When it was coming together, I thought, I feel like we're getting close to something here.
And I did get the sense of the warmth at the back. It had a sort of hotel boutique-y feel and a sort of reception desk, and I wanted to go back there.
I wanted it to feel quite like loungy and give it some character. It was such like a white, boring space before.
I struggled in the front space because I didn't really know where to put myself.
So we wanted to create that moment which you said you felt drawn to the back, which is a good thing, but obviously it's not good if you're just forgetting about the front of the store.
It felt like the shoes were an afterthought that had been placed down. You know, and the guys that have got through, every item of product was on a little tray. It stood out, it felt really important. And I felt that that had been done at the back of the store with the handbags, with the little shelves and the lights. But I felt that the shoes missed that.
Yeah.
Monica and Peter's, your store is like, it's a unisex clothes store. It's very hip, very cool, very trendy. How did you sort of get into that headspace?
This is not just clothing shop. The owner sells a whole lifestyle, and that's what I was hoping to portray.
I think that what you guys did really well was the little details. So the orange table that went with the branding, the references to the colour on the wheels. There was that little detail that made it feel super professional.
If we talk about, say, the flow, you want to get me to the back, but why am I staying in the shop?
When I created those 2 chairs at the back, I wanted those to feel like art pieces that drew you back there.
Am I supposed to sit on them, though?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, OK, because I was looking for something a bit squishier than a saddle. The trellis did feel like it had come from a garden centre with the fake ivy on it and the fairy lights. You'd done so well with the other boxes and that kind of slightly rugged OSB feel. We just didn't understand that at all.
When I was designing the whole grid, I wanted big Edison vintage light bulbs. But I ran out of budget and I got these instead.
Okay, well, I think this is a real learning point that if you run out of budget and you really can't do the big statement thing, you just don't. I think both teams effected amazing transformations, so congratulations. The big picture of a successful shop, though, I think is how do you get the customer in? How do you keep the customer there? And then it's also about the product, because that's the only reason that the customer is there in the first place. So I think for that reason, I'm so sorry, but this week, I think Rye,
That's okay.
you're going home.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. It's been one hell of an adventure, but a great learning experience as well. And all the best. It's going to be amazing. Thank you.
That was a really hard decision to make because I do think he's a very talented designer, as are you three. You guys, you did understand who you were designing for, even though I think some of the design ideas could have been more polished. And I think, Jack, you did create a space that made me want to go up and explore that. So I think you did get that kind of side of the brief bang on. But we're halfway through. It's going to get tougher.
I started off quite strong, and then my creative juices kind of just plummeted. And then I couldn't get them back. It's gutting, but it is what it is.
Rye is an incredibly talented designer, so it was really hard to send him home this week. But design in a shop is about more than just the colours, fittings and furniture. It's about really celebrating the product. And I feel he just missed the beat on that this week.
So English seaside, I love it.
Next time...
I will not be beaten.
The designers feel the heat
I hate beaches. I'm too hot.
as they face their smallest space yet.
Whoa, it's so tiny.
1930s beach chalets in Eastbourne.
You remember that show Blockbusters?
Kids today.